good morning, good morning, good morning, or good evening, depending on where you are and when you're watching and all that good stuff. Thank you so much for joining us. It's always good to see each and every one of you. My name is Sean from The Guy Who Sews. If you're watching for the first time, so thank you so much. If you're returning, thank you so much for returning. It's great to see each and every one of you. I brought along my good friend Mona from Mona Did What, and it's been 2.5 years since I've had her on. I didn't realize it'd been that long. So welcome, Mona. Just like to introduce yourself and just let us know a little bit more about you.
Hi, everyone. I basically sew bags, do some quilts, and goof off a lot. That's about it.
Well, that's good. Yeah, it's always fun
There's
to
not
hang out
much
with.
to tell.
Not much to tell. We'll get a talk a little bit later on. But yeah, Mona or Monica. Do we call you Mona or Monica? I can never remember which one it is, or do you not really care?
Mona.
Mona. Okay. All right. Good. Okay. So yeah, but you have lives yourself on during the day. Is it a set schedule? Is it a couple of times a week? I
Fridays.
can't remember. Just Fridays.
I used
Okay.
to go live. Let's see. I used to go live 3 days a week, and it just got to be too much. So right now, because of the holidays, I'm only going live on Fridays. And I'm trying to do videos and get Christmas caught up. And then in January, it'll be Monday and Friday again.
Okay. Apparently, I'm getting an echo when I talk. All right, so I'm going to try and fix that.
Okay?
Yeah, yours sounds fine. Okay, let me try. Yeah, for some reason, I'm getting an echo on my side too. So, Mona, why don't you talk to the folks for just a moment, and I'm going to try and plug my headset in and see if that fixes the problem.
Oh,
And
okay.
if not, we'll work something else out. So, do you want to just tell us about any fun projects that you have going on at the moment and what you're working on today?
Today I'm going to be working on my granddaughter's quilt. I cut apart a panel, and the reason I cut it apart, I was going to make mug rugs, but I thought she likes to cook and bake, so I'm going to do her a quilt. And somehow I'm going to incorporate these kittens that I cut, but they're not going to be this big. So I'm just going to I'm going to start with the columns and sew all the way down the column. And I'm just going to put this in between the columns. Oh, you can't see that down there. I'm going to put this in between the rows of the column. And then when I'm done, I'll figure out what I want in between this way.
That sounds good. So yeah, definitely keep an eye on Mona's channel and let me know if the echo's any better now that I've put the headset on. I hope it's better.
Sounds better to me.
Okay. Well, we'll find out in about 20 seconds because we're usually on about a 20-second delay. I will be working on the dump truck by Quilts and Nice Stuff. I don't have a picture of the pattern for me to show you because it's all online. So, but you can see it in the thumbnail. So hopefully that is good. Are we hearing an echo now? Someone can let me know in the chat real quick. Just let us know if that's kind of been fixed. Okay, Nikki says she does not hear an echo. All right. I am. So that kind of scares me a little bit. But everyone's saying good morning. Let's just go ahead and see who is here. Looks like Melissa says, hi, Sean. She was our first viewer. This is one of the projects you were working on when I first started following you. And that was like 2 years ago, so that was crazy that I'm still working on this. Kind of set to the side for a long time, and I've actually gotten back to this, which is really nice. Still echoing. Okay. All right. We got to try something else. All right, there's a 1 in 2 chances live's about to end. Hang on.
All right, let's try this.
No echo now.
No, I'm still hearing one. All right, how about now? Okay, all right, I think we're in better shape now, hopefully. All right, let's see if this works. Nope.
Your mic might be picking up your headset volume, says Andrea.
I see that.
Maybe it's my mic.
Maybe. I don't know. All right, let's experiment. We'll take you off the stage for just a minute, and we'll see if this makes any difference. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us for a little while. This is just unexpected. I have not come across this before, but yeah, it looks like the echo has gone away, so it may be related to Mona's stuff. All right, well, I'm going to put me back in. All right, Mona, we've got you back on. Okay, let's try it now.
Now do you hear an echo?
Try it again.
Hello? Is there still an echo? I can switch mics.
Okay, they're saying it's gone now, so I think we might be in good shape.
Oh, okay.
Came back now. Yeah, I'm hearing an echo too.
All right, I'll just switch microphones.
Yeah, try that and see if that works. It's the strangest thing. Yeah, it's just saying that I echo but not Mona, but it's when we took her off, it stopped. So her mic might be picking up something. Yeah, so go ahead and try and switch your mic.
Yeah, I'm trying to see how edit avatar, stop mic. I'm going to remove myself from stage and switch mic.
Okay, so now we should be good. All right, we got to work this out. Okay, anyway, so we'll go ahead and get started sewing. Otherwise, we'll be sitting here playing with technical issues all day, which is not what you all came here to see. And what was I doing? Hang on. Da 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 da. So what has everybody been working on this weekend? Have we all had a good week? I'm not used to doing this solo live thing. Mona, just give me a thumbs up or whatever when you're ready to come back on. Well, thank you all for your patience in this. Yeah. So, because yeah, we usually have very, very good luck here. We usually do very well. We don't have a whole lot of technical issues, but today we're doing that. But yeah, let me go back to what I was doing a minute ago, which was saying good morning and good afternoon to everybody. So Melissa was here first. She said good morning, and that this is one of the projects I was working on when I first started, which is crazy because that was like 2 years ago. Polly was here next, and then Christina. Good afternoon to you. Good morning to Miss Misty. Good morning, Miss Laurie from Quilting in the Country. If you have a channel, please go ahead and put your channel link in. I love to support others where I can. Judy Herbert is here with us as well. Annette says she's going to be here until the reception drops or the battery dies. Muriel Hanson, good morning to you. Good morning, Patricia, from everyone in sunny Florida. Stephen from the Idiot Quilter is here. It's good to see him as well. Melanie Taylor, Mary G, Let's see. Dawn Stewart is here with us as well. Good morning, Miss Lindsay. She is asking if I'm still working on the Anna Green Gables quilt. The answer to that is yes. I have not touched that in a while. I need to go ahead and keep cutting fabric out for that one there. So yes, I will get back to that at some point, hopefully soon. That's on my list. Speaking of Anna Green Gables and Art East and everyone else, John is here as well. It's good to see you here as well. Good morning, Miss Donna. Michelle, the quilter is here, and let's see. We'll see Mona with Deb, the Pug Mum Quilter, on Friday, is what Muriel's telling us. Jeannie E, good morning. Andrea says we are showing that the captions are on, but they are not playing on the screen. You got to let the tube. Yeah, we're just not having a good morning here, but that's okay. We're going to make it work. Cherie is here. Good morning, Miss Nicole. Lindsay, we've said hi to already. Sandy, good morning. Teresa Lynch, good morning as well. Diana says good morning from Bermuda. John says the voice is so nice we hear it twice. That's one way of doing it. Karen Nelson, good morning as well. Pat Wainwright. I know I'm going to miss people, and I apologize in advance. Let's see. Okay, let's see what we cut. Kathy is here as well. Oh, apparently John's in PEI today. Let's put Mona back in and see what happens. All right, testing. All right, I think we might be in good shape now.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good.
Okay. All right. So, welcome back 10 minutes later to our live. If you've all made it this far, especially as a replay viewer, let me know. That'd be great to know. Okay. So, yes, if you are enjoying this craziness, please hit that like button. It does make the world of difference. Thank you all again so much for bearing with me. This is really kind of throwing me through a loop because I usually don't have these tech issues, but that's okay. Next time if it happens again, we'll know what to do, right? So, all right, so we've got Mona there, that's good. Let's see, we've already asked her what she does and that sort of thing there. So we were talking a little bit earlier on before we started the live button that Mona used to do bags and then switched over to quilt about 2 years ago. So I'd love to know there, Mona, what possessed you or what kind of gave you the inspiration to try quilting out as opposed to bags?
Oh, crap.
Oh, now it's the camera's turn. I'm not going to ask what else could go wrong because that might be dangerous. Lisa says she has to go. Glad the tech worked out. Well, Mona, we're back in a little bit, but that's okay. We're going to make this work, right? Lindsay says, I just need to put the borders on my large Cotton Cuts PMQ. That's the one that we just finished last week, right? I still need to go ahead and get some backing fabric for mine and all the other ones that I've done. I'm terrible.
Sorry
Okay.
about that. I hit the wrong button.
That's okay. It happens.
And I got into quilting for the challenge. Actually, my brother is the one that actually started the whole thing because he wanted a jean quilt. So.
Oh, nice. Did you do that?
Yes, that was the first quilt I ever made.
Well,
it was out of all his old jeans. And I used Robert Kaufman flannel, shirting flannel for the back. That beast was heavy. I could barely even pick it up to quilt it.
Oh, I could just imagine. I mean, that'd be intense. And I'm sitting there thinking, you know, that'd be ambitious for your first project. But then, I guess you've sewn before, like you've done bags and everything else, so that wouldn't be quite a biggest challenge, I would imagine, as it would be for someone.
Well, it was hard going over like the zippers and the pockets and everything because I used just about every part of the pants. So it was, and I did quilt as you go, and I'd never done that. Luckily, he can't tell the mess on the back because I had to hand stitch some because it wouldn't go through.
Oh, wow.
But that's what started it.
Yeah, I started off simple because even though I'd taken home ec back in the early 90s in high school, I didn't remember anything. I didn't know how to, you know, thread a bobbin. or thread the machine or anything else like that. So when I got my sewing machine, that was one of the first lessons I did on YouTube, was when I found someone that showed me how to thread a bobbin and that sort of thing there, because I never learnt that in home ec. Don't know why. So, but you know, we made it work, and what, almost, is it 14 years later? No, 12 years. Feels longer. It's only been 12 years. Here I am, live on a Saturday morning with all you wonderful people hanging out with me. We got 64 people. We didn't scare too many off, thankfully, this morning. So thank you all once again for bearing with us as we work through our technical issues. Marie says, Sean and Monica, good to make it to live this morning. It's good you showed up when you did, because we had a few little issues at the beginning, but we've got it fixed up. And then Brenda showed up at just the right time too. So there you go. Good morning, Miss Jennifer from Mennonite, not Jennifer, I'm getting you guys mixed up. Leanne from Mennonite Farmhouse, it is so good to see you. Welcome, welcome. And then Deb S, your mate's here as well there, Miss Mona.
Hi, Deb.
Yeah, those two are always a hoot. So yeah, Jeff, definitely check, if you haven't already done so, check out Mona's live on Friday of Deb S. They normally go live together, right? Or am I making this up?
Nope, we go live together a lot.
Okay. I'm not going to say all the time, because I could be wrong on that, but as I say, every time I see, you kind of like a dual package, I guess you can call it, right?
Yeah, I went live a few times by myself on Fridays, because she's doing her own lives on Fridays at 3.
Oh, wow.
But we do our sew-alongs together on Mondays.
And so what sort of sew-alongs do you normally do?
Let's see. We did Cup of Love. We did a butterfly quilt last year. What was we did cake pop or candy pop or something like that.
There it is.
I think we did tea cakes. And what was our last one? Singing in the Rain.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys need a name, Muriel's come up with one here for you that I like a lot. She says they are basically the Sew Sisters. So if you need a name for your live series, there you go. You can be there.
That's a good one. I got to write that down.
I know, right? I mean, our viewers come up with the best ideas. So I love that, the Sew Sisters. That just, yeah, because that's how I think of you guys. Like, it's such a great description of the two of you. So there you go. I like that a lot.
Oh, Deb said cake pop, tea cake, singing in the rain. Okay. Yeah, and Rowena did the sew-alongs with us too.
Mm-hmm.
That was on Mondays. There was 3 of us sewing together.
Yes, I always feel about Rowena. Every time I hear Rowena, I think of my turtle behind me. So, sorry, Rowena, in advance.
I am going to change the lives to that. Thank you to whoever mentioned that.
That was Muriel Hansen that suggested
Thank
that.
you, Muriel.
I just think that's a really catchy, cool name. Like, I really, really like that. So,
It reminds me of that song, Soul Sisters, Soul Sisters. Oh, I shouldn't sing. I don't want to get you in trouble.
No, it's all right. I think it'll be okay. I think as long as you only do it for a few seconds, it's not going to do too much. And yeah, there you go. Lindsay says she can't stay on too long today. Daughter has an appointment we need to get to this morning. Well, I appreciate you hanging out for whatever time that you can. Let's see. AKA 4512 says, hi, everyone. Ack Hill from Sydney, Australia here. You are up late because I know it's after midnight where you are. Sydney, beautiful city. Been there several times. Yeah, love Sydney. It's one of my wife's favorite spots in the world to go to. Just being on the harbour, just hanging out, you know, on one of the ferries or just sitting by the harbour side there in Sydney. If you ever get a chance to go visit that place, it is absolutely fantastic. I don't know that I could live there with all the craziness on the, like the driving on the roads and that sort of thing there, especially after driving on the other side of the road now for 20 some years. I think I'd get very confused. It probably cause a few accidents. But yeah, Sydney, beautiful place. If you ever get a chance to get there, definitely get out and check it out there as well. So apparently a few of you guys are tidying up your rooms. I really should be doing that at some point soon, but you know, I got other stuff to do first, so that might not happen for a minute. Okay, I'm trying to do this without messing up. Let's see how far I get. Jay. Okay. Yeah, Andy says she needs to get on the tidy train too. Been stepping over scraps from old projects for way too long. There you go. I like that too, the tidy train. So that can be our group project in January. Maybe we can all jump on the tidy train and then show pictures of before and after. See how we go. Yeah, Brenda says I didn't think you'd get docked for simply singing. Thought it had to be actual music. I'm not sure how that works. Plus, if you hear me singing, you'd all go running away anyway. If you thought the echo was bad this morning, it is nothing compared to my singing. So
Yeah,
you do
I
not
sing
have.
that too.
Oh, I'm horrible. I remember there was one time when I was at church, I used to help in the cafe there, and some of the people from the children's department came over, and they were looking for volunteers to help out with the choir. And I looked at them. I said, "Well, thank you so much for thinking of me, but I said if you want people to actually stay, you don't want me. I don't know how desperate you are, but you're not desperate enough to put me in there with you."
I used to sing pretty good, but then I've been singing off key on purpose to embarrass my grandkids and stuff, just to annoy them. And now I can't seem to get it back. It's like I lost my music.
Yeah,
But that's all.
it happened. I mean, I used to be a really good singer too before my voice deepened when I was a teenager. So yeah, once upon a time I was a good singer, but that was a very, very long time ago. Akhil says, "Oh yeah, Sydney is quite a fast-paced city." Oh, it's a beautiful city. It definitely is. Yeah, and it's definitely fast-paced. I can drive through it if I have to, but it's been a long time since I've driven through it. I've always had family members take me, and I just don't like driving in a straight. Yeah, when I get down there, I always have to make sure I acclimatize myself to the left-hand side of the road again for a couple of days before I even try, because otherwise I end up on the wrong side of the road.
Oh, that would be hard. I have enough trouble staying on my own side and then have to switch.
Yeah, and then you're also driving on the other side of the car just to make it even more fun.
Oh, so not just on the other side of the road, the steering wheel's on a different side.
Correct.
Oh.
Yeah, because I always make the mistake too when I get ready to, I get out, because you fly all night. Like you fly from, I'm on the east coast of the US, so I got to fly from here to California, and then it's California all the way to Sydney, and that's an overnight flight. And I mean, it's like 25 hours of travel time, and you might get 3 or 4 hours sleep if you're lucky. And you land at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then you get ready to jump in the car of whoever's picking you up, and then you go into what you think's the passenger side, and then they always look at you and like say, "Oh, you got to drive." I'm like, "Heck no!" No, like get over the other side. You just forget that you have to get on the other side of the car if you're in the front seat. Back seat doesn't matter, of course, but yeah, it's quite crazy. I've ended up on the wrong side of the road down there just about every time I visited. I just, yeah, it happens. One of these days, the police are going to pull me over for it. Thankfully, they haven't seen me yet. Okay, let's see. Nikki says, "I'd love to see Australia, but hate flying, and unless they'll win the lottery, I doubt I could afford a cruise down there." Yeah, they do have cruises that go from California and stuff down to Sydney, and that's kind of going to be my retirement gift to myself in like 75 years. But that's kind of my plan, because it's a really, really nice cruise. It starts in like San Francisco or LA or something, then you go to Hawaii, and then you stop at some of the islands on the way down, like Fiji and New Zealand and stuff like that there. So it'll be a really, really neat trip to take, but it's 30 days one way. So it's definitely going to have to be a retirement thing, because I don't think my boss would be real happy if I said, "Hey, I'm not coming back for 6 weeks." U and S. Yeah, I think she'd have a slight problem with that. I mean, she's a wonderful boss and she's very flexible, but I don't think that flexible. All right, there we go. Andrea said she used to sing before she lost her hearing, and granddaughter was sitting next to me in church and told me I should not sing anymore. You gotta love little kids. They'll tell you, they don't mince any words. They just tell you how it is. So
Right.
Leanne says I actually quilted on my long arm this week. It was only canning mat for a Christmas gift for a secret YouTube Christmas collaboration, but then I got to use my long arm. That is awesome. I'm working on a Christmas project too, and yeah, it's kind of terrifying me right now because I don't know if I'm going to get done in time, but I'll make it work somehow. Akhil, I hope I'm saying your name right. Says I'm up late practicing my applique before I start my Riley Blake Jane Austen 250th anniversary quilt along. As usual, I'm a few months behind. No, don't worry, I am too. I'm always behind in so longs. I believe that those dates are just purely optional and suggestive only. I don't think I've ever finished a solo long on time. I just like to enjoy the journey. Andy says her husband can't sleep on airplanes, so long trips are rough. Yes, they are. It's horrible when you can't sleep. It's really hard. Lindsay said she flew from San Francisco to Seoul, couldn't sleep a wink. Yeah, that's hard. I did take some motion sickness medicine once. It had Benadryl in it, and that knocked me out for 13 hours. That was the best flight I ever had. So I might have to try that again one day. Good morning, Miss Ellen. It's good to see you. Good morning, Miss Donna. I didn't see you pop in, but apparently she's here as well. Good morning to you. I'm still catching up. Marie says, feed my 401k. I actually have a retirement plan in Australia that has just about the right amount of money in there for to fund this trip. So the trip will be funded. It's just I need the time to be able to take it. So, but wonderful idea, yes. So that is awesome. All right, so we've got that. So right now we're trying to put the cab of the truck together, and we're doing okay. V, okay. It's the only problem with these little projects is they have so many little pieces, and I'm trying to watch the chat and everything else all at the same time, and not try and pull out my very, very bestest friend. So let's see what else we got going on here. So Mona, do you have anyone else in your family that quilts, crafts, does anything else?
No.
Not
my mom
just you?
can't even sew on a button.
Hmm.
Now my daughter, she does, my youngest daughter does the diamond art.
Uh-huh.
And she likes to paint. She
Okay.
does like paint by numbers. And my oldest daughter likes to hand stitch doll clothes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And my brother, he used to do pencil drawings of guns and guy stuff.
Okay.
But he doesn't do that anymore. Now my grandmother, she could do anything. She crocheted. She did like the little lace doilies. She painted. She did woodwork. She sewed. She made me my cheerleader outfit when I was in the Little Tigers.
Oh, wow. That's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So she's the one that has all the ability.
That's fun. Yeah, and what about everybody else in the chat? I'd love to hear too. Like, do you have other people in your family that craft? Are you the only one, or are you like me, where we have a full family of crafters? Like we all do different things. Like my dad, he paints, he does stained glass windows. I think that's all. I think that's what that's what he did. My brother was a fantastic. He was really good at painting. He was a really good drawer. and a fantastic stonemason. I mean, my goodness, the stuff that he did was out of this world. He did some really, really good stuff. And then a lot of my aunts and that did, some of them sewed, some of them did this and that. One of my uncles was a really good potter. So yeah, we got a pretty crafty family. I think the only one to quilt is myself and my sister. One of my aunts made my sister a bubble quilt when she was young, but I don't know if that was just like a one-time project or anything else. Good morning, Miss Nancy. It's good to see you. Kathy says her mom sewed garments and painted pottery. My grandma quilted in her later years.
Thank you,
Akhil
John.
says I pronounced her name perfectly. I hope it is a yes. Okay. Donna's asking how Toasty is going. I did post an update on Toasty last week. I have finished the one block that I've been working on for way too long. It's slow and steady progress. I really am enjoying Toasty. Toasty, for anyone that doesn't know, is the Legit Kit project. And Donna is actually the reason I have this beautiful binder. She organizes her pages in here like this. And so when I saw how she did it, I was like, this is fantastic. This is how I need to do it. So, but I
Yeah, she's
finished.
very organized.
Oh, she is. This is the last block that I finished last week. It'll come back here, you. So, yeah, it's coming along. I'm probably about, I don't know. I'm on row 3 of 8, but you know, we're coming up to a lot of the smaller, more intricate pieces. So I like to say I'm a third of the way through, but it's probably closer to 20%. But I'm just going to get it done when I get it done. I'm having fun with it. I really am enjoying it. And, you know, it'll get done at some point. If you need any help with Legit Kit projects, Donna is a fantastic resource for that. She knows what she's doing a lot better than I do. She can knock these projects out, what, in a few days usually, like a few days a week. I think she can knock out one of these projects. It's probably gonna take me 3 or 4 years. So yeah, if you, but they are easy enough way that you can do it even as a beginner. Like I was pretty much a brand new beginner when I started this project, and it is something that if you think that you have to be an expert or an advanced, foundation paper piecer to be able to do it, I can tell you for sure that that's not the case. You just start off with the bigger pieces, you just, ease yourself into it. And then by the time you get to the smaller pieces, you'll have that skill set ready to go and able to do it. And you can do it in whatever order you want too. Like you don't have to start at the very top. You can start on the 3rd row or 4th row if you want to. So yeah, lots of fun there. She says she's very proud of me. Well, thank you for that. Akhil says, I have a few creative people in the family, particularly my extended family. That is awesome. Muriel says, my baby sister, full-grown adult, is very crafty. She made a backpack out of a pair of jeans. Oh, wow, it looks perfect. It was her first time sewing. Wow, that's intense. I'm proud of her too. Polly says, great grandma, aunts, grandmother, mother, daughter, sisters, and sons, all very crafty. So she goes a crafty family like us. Let's see. Raven says, my mom used to sew and crochet. My grandma sewed just about everything. Great grandma and great aunt were both master seamstresses and also quilted. Excellent. Okay. Good morning, Miss Heather. It's good to see you here as well. Ellen is asking you, those blocks are cute, Mona. What are you making?
I am making a quilt for my oldest daughter for Christmas. And she doesn't come on YouTube, so
You're safe.
yeah, I'm safe. Plus, I didn't tell her I was coming on here, so
There you go. And if she's like most people, she's probably still asleep, so you'll be safe in that respect too.
yeah, she's the typical. Well, she's not a teen anymore, but she's the typical teen that likes to sleep in.
Yeah. I'm the only one awake in my house. The dogs are asleep. The girls are asleep. So
Yeah, well, the dogs got up with me at I don't know. I think I came down here at 6:30. They came, got their breakfast, and they went back to bed.
smart dogs. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? All right, so we got that. We're actually making some good progress on this. I'm quite proud of myself. All right, W and T. These are really fun little projects too that I'm doing. I'm doing it. I ended up picking the dump truck. I don't know if I ever told anybody that, because I put 2 pictures up on the thumbnail because I'll still decide between the cement truck and the dump truck. I'm doing both, for anyone that's interested, because I know a lot of people were saying in the comments last week that they'd like me to do both, and I decided, yeah, sure, why not? Let's do them both. But then I decided last night that we'll do the dump truck because I think I didn't count, but I think the dump truck had a few more votes than the cement truck did. But I think we'll probably do the cement truck next, and then we'll do a fire truck as well. And then I think I might do one more pattern. I haven't decided which one yet. There's several of them from this lady. She's over in Germany. It's called Quilts and Good Stuff. I can put the link into the chat in the description at some point in the near future. I'll have to go look it up real quick. And that sort of thing there. And they're really nice because you can buy each block, the pattern for each block individually. You don't have to buy a whole collection. And that's one of the things I really like about this, is I can kind of pick and choose which ones I want. And they're about, I think I paid $3.64 for it last night, US. It fluctuates a little bit based on the euro. So, but it'll tell you what price it is, yeah, in US dollars when you go on the Etsy and buy it. So, and it's an instant download. It's really easy, very well written. It suits my, I love patterns that are picture friendly, like a lot of pictures, kind of like IKEA instructions, more so than text. That's one reason I like John's patterns from Art East and Elizabeth Hartman. You know, they have a lot of text in there to help you where you need it, but most of it's pictures, which definitely suits me a lot there as well.
Yeah, I'm a
Andreas,
visual learner.
you're visual too. I'm definitely
Yeah.
visual. Heather says she doesn't want to discuss how my mignonette woke up before the butt crack of dawn. Okay, we'll leave that one alone.
Heather.
That's okay. Once they get a little older, they tend to sleep until like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, we like to joke of our kids, like we told them we're going to go somewhere afterwards today, and she asked Amanda what time we're getting up, and Amanda always tells her 6 a.m. and she's almost falls on the floor every time, because trying to get that poor kid up at 6 o'clock in the morning is not going to be good. Andrea's got to go in the stealth mode now. I'm working on a quilt. I'm trying to get whips wrapped up by the end of the year. Let's say that's 3 times fast. I have huge plans for 2026. Yeah, I mean, we've got to start as content creators. We really do need to start thinking about what we're going to do in 2026. So it's crazy, got to, you know, because it's just around the corner. So I don't know what I'm doing in 2026 yet. Not really. I know I'm going to be doing the second start of the right project of John over at Art East, the Peter Pan inspired solo along. I know I'm definitely doing that.
Deb and I are doing Song Sparrow in January.
Well, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask you. I keep forgetting. With these solo longs, do you find that a lot of the viewers join in, or do they more just
Yes.
watch what you guys? Oh, okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, because I do a giveaway for anyone that participates and
Okay.
shows pictures of their quilts, or it, is sometimes you can't get them done, but if
Yeah.
you're halfway done and you got a picture when we're done, you get entered into the giveaway. And then I
Oh,
do
that's
a giveaway just for the ones that entered, or just for the ones that participated. And this year or next year, Deb and I are going to sew in Discord. We haven't figured out a time when some of the viewers that are participating can join us in there and sew with us besides our Monday.
right.
So, and it's fun
Well, that's
because
good.
everybody does a different color. We don't all make the same one. And I always, if I make a mistake, I turn it into something else. So you never know. Now, my last quilt was horrible. Singing in the Rain. I had a vision in my head that I was doing. Well, it didn't turn out anything like my vision, but it's finished. So that's all I'm going to say on that one. But it was fun to see everybody's quilts. Everybody did different colorways, and some people turned the quilt into what do you call those? The little wall hanging.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to, and then we usually include a smaller project. So if somebody doesn't want a big quilt, they can participate and do the smaller one.
Yeah,
So
and
it's
that's
just a lot of fun seeing everybody's, because there's a lot of people that, I mean, I'm a beginner, so they don't really watch, probably because I'm goofy, but I love seeing all the experienced quilters, all what they do with it.
oh, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Laura usually joins us, Quilting in the Country, Laura.
yeah, she's a lovely lady. I like Lori.
And it's not just content creators that sew along with us, it's actual, people with no channels, and it's just
Right.
fun.
Oh,
Ethan
definitely.
does it a
Yeah.
lot. It's just fun, fun, fun.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I was just curious. So, like, I know, like, some people have sew-alongs where they, encourage folks to sew along. I generally don't. I mean, if someone wants to join in, that's fantastic. But I'm basically sewing what um, floats my boat at the moment, and I tend to like all the tiny piecing, which is not everybody's cup of tea to actually make. So I totally understand it. So yeah, I think it's great that there's options out there like yourself where you pick patterns that are probably a little more user-friendly than what I like to do.
I did tea cakes, Beverly McCullough with the teapots, but I haven't finished it yet. I still have to quilt it. And the butterfly quilt was easy. I think the hardest one was Singing in the Rain.
Right.
And Cake Pop, that was a lot of stitch and flips.
Mm-hmm.
I did stitch and flips in my sleeve. But it was fun learning all the different, like I did 2 of Cake Pop. I did one in white, like the pattern, but
Right.
then I did the other one in green.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and it'd be fun to see how the different colorways look too. You know, how
Yes.
how the same pattern looks with different options.
Yeah, because there's a
So,
lot of creative minds out there, and I just love seeing everything.
so there you go. Yeah, Laurie says she said that's what she was just saying a minute ago. Laurie normally joins you guys. Rita says she loved your Singing in the Rain quilt. Laurie says she likes tiny piecing also. Yeah, I mean, what I do is not, I mean, as long as you know how to do a accurate 1/4 inch seam allowance, I think that for these projects, that's the most important thing that you can do. They're not super difficult, but it's a lot of cutting, and that kind of tends to throw a lot of people else off. So, I mean, for me, I kind of feel like it's just, this is what I'm doing. If you want to join in, fantastic. If you just want to watch and see my progress, that's more than fine too, because basically this is my sewing journey and you're just along for the ride. And I appreciate that very much. So, yeah, I think the one sew along that I'm participating in that we've actually actively encouraged other people to do is the one I've been doing with Katie over at Greenland Quilter, where we've been doing these woven stars.
Ooh, those are cool.
Yeah, and this is a paper piecing project as well.
Oh,
And
okay.
if you want to learn how to do foundation paper piecing, I highly recommend this project because it's triangles and rectangles. So it's almost like you using your current knowledge and transitioning into FPP. And then there's also another one called Courthouse Steps, which is a log cabin. And this is all rectangles. And it just kind of trains your brain how to do FPP
Ooh, that
without.
one's cute. That reminds me of Minecraft.
Yeah, this is
That's
actually all.
where they build stuff.
Yes, yeah, I'm familiar with Minecraft. I played it a few times.
Oh, I've never
Um,
played it. I just heard the noise.
yeah,
I never was a gamer except for Duck Hunt I liked.
there you go.
Um, and on the Wii, the basketball game, because I could lay down and throw the baskets and get them. My kids would get mad,
That's fun.
but
So
that
there
was
you
it.
go.
My favorite
Ellen's.
quilt this year, though, was Deb S. the Pug Mama Quilter. She did a farm sampler flower quilt.
Oh, okay.
That thing is mammoth. I forget the name of the book, but it is gorgeous.
That's fun. I'm still trying to decide which quilt this year is my favorite, because I mean that would also depend on whether you're talking about a finished quilt or something that I just started, maybe I finished piecing this year, because that would change my answer, probably. I'd have to think about it. Okay, so I had to pull my very, very bestest friend out. So Jack is one of our co-hosts, and
I usually have him out by now, but that's the beauty of this. I don't have to measure. I can just cut it off as I go.
That's all right. You know what? We all make mistakes, and it's good for us to show that we are not perfect or even close to it. So
right.
All right. So Rita's talking
Andy
about.
wants to try the freezer paper method.
Is that for the curve piecing or for something else?
I don't know.
Yeah, let us know in the chat, because now I'm curious what they're talking about.
Yoga and Quilts played duck hunt.
Yeah, she's an elite 30, so she's probably grew up more in the video game generation like I did. So
Yeah.
yeah, she's trying to get more ideas for slow stitching small projects, so my handiwork is more mobile of young children. Yeah, I saw it. Slow stitching was a category in the State Fair of Virginia this year, and I still haven't quite figured out exactly what it is. So
Slow stitching?
yeah.
I think it's everything's by hand.
But then they have a hand sewn, hand quilted category too. So I think it's slightly different. I think it's like bigger stitches or something. I don't know. If someone in the chat knows what it is, please educate me, because
Yeah, I
not
have no idea.
I didn't even know it existed until I saw it was a category that you could enter your quilts in at the state fair. So I was like, oh, okay.
Oops, I almost did this upside down.
Yeah, Ellen's also asking, have you tried EPP? I haven't, but it seems pretty mobile friendly, or cross stitch. Yeah, she's asking Kathy that from Yoga and Quilts, but I have considered cross stitch. I just haven't found the pattern that I like yet. Plus, I need to sit down and figure out how to do it. I do not want to jump on the EPP bandwagon yet, because it seems like everybody that does, that's where they stay. And so I like my other stuff a little too much. So there you go. Rita says slow stitching is hand sewing. Okay, well, that's cool. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what the difference is, because they do have two different categories. So I didn't know if there was like a difference, or
Zaza does a lot of that slow stitching.
yeah, maybe I should reach out to her. Yeah, Donnell says, hold the phone. There are categories for slow stitching. Yes, it was. I was surprised as you were, as I said, I'd never heard of it, and I'm like, okay, well, does that mean that's like a project you just started 10 years ago and you just finished? Like, see, if so, I'll be entering that thing until the end of time. Okay, so Polly's telling me here that slow stitching is we gotta highlight this thing here, because that way comments, where is it? Okay, here we go. Slow stitching is embroidery, hand stitching, art with fabric, all by hand. Okay, that makes more sense, because yeah, these, I'll have to go to look up some pictures of the ones that I saw, if I did. Maybe I didn't, but they kind of, yeah, the pictures I saw online at least look like they are, yeah, quite detailed. So yeah, I was just more curious, yeah, as to what it was. So okay. Oh, okay. Kathy's also saying here that thread painting is a form of slow stitching. My local quilt shop offered a class that looked interesting. Yeah, I've seen the thread painting. That'd be something I would like, if I was interested, I would definitely want to do as an in-person class. I don't think that would be something I would want to try and learn online. Okay, and then Cherie says that she's going to be doing some slow stitching. I'm assuming on her channel, so maybe check out hers. And I think she's under exclamation point Cherie. Sherry, I'll get it right there.
Oh,
Imperfection.
Yeah, she does that too.
Okay, so yeah, if you're interested in slow stitching, what it is and all that sort of stuff there, definitely go check out Sherry's channel. She can explain it a whole lot better than I can because apparently I know nothing about it. Well, I told you at the beginning I didn't, so. So there you go. All right, where are we? We have just about finished making the cab, and if I haven't made any more mistakes, I think I can actually put that together. Let's see how well we did, and then I'll show you what I did. Good morning, Regina. It's good to see you there as well. Yeah, Ellen says here, let me grab her comment here real quick. I like this one too. I'm trying to put up more comments on the screen, especially for my replay viewers, because you can't see the chat for like the first 12 hours after the live ends because YouTube has to process the video. She says, EPP seems a little tedious to me. I don't mind a long-term project, but I do like some instant gratification. EPP a little more lengthy than I like. Yeah, I mean, I've seen some of these EPP quilts that are like bed size and stuff, and I think some people have taken, 10, 15, 20 years to complete it, which I think is fantastic. Like, good for you for having the dedication to stick through it all those years. Like, I think I would have given up on it after a while. I'm always impressed when I see those things. I do know how much work goes into it. So that's what we've done so far. Okay.
I got seam ripper out. I made my column too long.
I talked him into it, I guess. All right. So it's been an eventful morning. We've had tech issues. We've had our friend Jack come out to play, but we're all having a good time, right?
Yes.
Good, good, good. Okay, little green truck. So how's everyone doing for the holidays? Are we starting to get, are you doing any Christmas sewing for the holidays or yeah, that sort of thing? I mean, I haven't even started thinking about buying gifts or anything else.
I haven't bought any, but I'm making them. Donnell's putting EPP blooms to make quilted postcards to give away on her channel. Oh, that would be pretty.
Well, that's fun. Naomi, it's good to see you. She says, I haven't been here in a while. You're more high tech now. Well, thank you so much. It's so good to see you again. I've wondered where you were because I remember you were here every week. It was always so good to see you. And I haven't seen you in a while, so welcome back. Hopefully we'll get to see you again in the very near future as well. Judy says she's working on a t-shirt quilt for a lady that had a terrible accident. Hopefully it'll give comfort. You will be amazed. I've made several t-shirt quilts in the past, and it's just amazing how much comfort they will give somebody when they're done. So
I need to make one of those. I have too many t-shirts.
They are a fun project. They really, really are. I do have a video tutorial series on how to basically do it from start to finish. Like you can, how to pick out what size to make the blocks, how to cut it out, how to put the fusible backing on, how to assemble it, and everything else. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, if you're interested at all, go check that out. I think it's like a 6-video series. Each video is only like 5 or 6 minutes long. I try to make it short so that way you can get in, learn what you need to learn, and get out and get making. That's kind of was how I wanted to present it, because that's how I learn. I tend not to like tutorials as much that are lengthy, because I just want to get in there, figure out what I need to do, and get back to making what I'm making. Plus I'm like a little kid. I have like the patience of a flea. So hey, we keep it real here on The Guy Who Sews. So all right, let's show you what we've done so far. So this is the cab of the truck. So we're making some progress there, but they really are fun. If you are planning on doing a lot of like if you plan on making like a big t-shirt quilt or something like that, and you have the funds available, because I know they are not cheap, a steam press will make your life so much easier. My wife bought me one for Christmas after I made the first t-shirt quilt or two. Just, she thought it'd be a really good idea. And it's been an absolute lifesaver because, when you put when you put an infusible backing on your t-shirt quilt with an iron, you've got to leave it, each section there, you got to put the iron on for like 10 or 15 seconds, and it takes forever to do a shirt. Whereas you can put the section, you can put the whole thing under the press, you pull down, you count the 4, and it's done. So instead of taking 10 or 15 minutes per shirt, you got it down to about 75 seconds. So,
well, that's good.
Yeah, and plus it's good for, plus the steam press I find too is really good for pressing yardage and everything else. So yeah, it's an investment up front, but
Does
well
it take
worth
up
it.
a lot of room?
No, I mean mine takes up. It sits on top of a little. Oh, it's right there.
Oh, okay.
It's like 20 inches wide and maybe
Oh, that's not
14.
too bad.
Yeah, 20 inches wide and maybe 14 deep, including the handle and everything else. It sits on top of a rack of like that 12, like a 12 drawer thing.
Kind of like a microwave rack.
Yeah, so microwave rack, it should fit on a microwave rack pretty easily.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it doesn't take up a lot of room. It sits in the corner. I don't use it. I don't use it a whole lot because I'm not making as many t-shirt quilts as I once did. But when I need it, it saves so much time. If it broke, I'd go out and buy another one. Okay, what are we doing next? Some dirt. Because what dump truck is complete without some dirt?
Judy sets hers on a toolbox.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can different places you can put it. As I said, I have a little 12 drawer thing that I got from Michael's that I put my projects in, and it just happens to sit perfectly on top of that. It's worked out quite well. All right, what else do we got? All right, so next question for you is, what is your favorite thing about quilting? Like, what is your favorite part about it? And then let's also ask, what is your favorite aspect of the quilt making process? Do you like selecting the fabrics? Do you prefer to do piecing? Do you like making quilt sandwiches? And if you answer yes to that, I'll make sure I send you a bunch of mine to do.
No, I don't like quilt sandwiches. I don't like
Okay,
cutting. I like the piecing, and I like picking out the fabrics.
nice. Okay,
The rest you can keep.
the rest you can keep. I'm like one of those weirdos that does not mind binding, because to me it's like I'm halfway decent at it, and it means I'm almost done. Like I like seeing that light at the end of the tunnel.
I
The quilt,
stink at binding.
yeah, with some luck, if things all work out nicely, my plan, and don't hold me to this because I'll probably fail, is I plan to put out a binding tutorial video next week, which may help you and several others with some luck.
Yeah, sometimes I can do it, and sometimes I can't. It just depends. I guess on what's going on or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think like I used to struggle with it too, and then I just found a technique that worked well for me. And if you watch the video when it finally comes out, which I'm hoping is next week, but I make no promises, it may be a life changer for you, or you may look at it and go, hey, this doesn't make any sense and this doesn't work for me. And if that's the case, that's fine. Not every technique is perfect for everybody, because if it was, we'd all be doing it the same way.
Right.
But yeah, I'd love to get out there next week, and because I've been talking about it for way too long, I just need to buckle down and do it. And I have a project here that I can teach with, which is not huge, so it'll actually work out quite nicely. So with some luck, there we go. All right, let's see. Ellen says she loves piecing and fabric selection. I don't like the cutting. Regina says the favorite part is giving it away. Yes, that is a fantastic option. Yeah, I love that answer. because that's like one of my favorite things too. Rita says, I think my favorite binding is doing flange binding. I haven't done that yet. I need to. I want to try flange binding, but I have not given that a shot yet. Laurie says she likes to piece and put blocks together. I think mine is definitely piecing. I don't mind cutting. To me, it's relaxing. I just kind of I put a movie on or a YouTube video or something and just take my time with it. So there you go. Tori is here this morning. It's good to see you. I saw you earlier. I forgot to say hi and apologize for that. Rita says, "How about all the above?" Okay, excellent. That's a good answer too. Let's see. Akil says, "I love those press irons. I have an old Elna press I bought on Gumtree, Australia's version of Craigslist for $30 or $40 nearly 10 years ago. Works great." That's fantastic that you're able to get it that cheap. So, but also looking to upgrade to a larger press iron. Yeah, I think mine's about 18 wide and about 6 or 7 deep. It's by Steam Fast. I can go grab a link if anyone's interested. They're on Amazon. Actually, let me just go ahead and do that before I get distracted.
Oh, well, I'm not changing now.
Steam Fast. Press. Hang on. Let's just. All right. Okay, so there's one here for $199, which I think is the same one as I have. There's one here for $339. I don't know what's so special about that one. Is it bigger? Oh, it's bigger. Okay, I think. I don't think I like it as much. I don't think I like it enough to pay an extra $100 and some for it.
Oh, I think I need one up there. Oh, yeah.
All right, wait.
Here.
All right, let's just see. All right, so I'll put a link in there just to show you one, just in case anyone's interested. Tasha says piecing is by far my favorite, the actual sewing. Tori says, loving quilting on the long arm recently. I rented it for Monday. I'm excited to spend the morning, early afternoon in the free motion quilting because I think she goes to the local quilt shop and rents it there. Muriel says she bought her heat press for $139 a year ago. It now sells for $289 to $329. It's great for what I use, mostly for bag making. Yeah, they are an investment. But yeah,
oh, that's nice for bag making too. Ooh.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought about that, but that is, yeah. If it's something that you got to use multiple times and it's going to save you a lot of time and headaches, and you can obviously, if you can afford it, it's well worth the investment. So
now, do you use the steam in yours or just use it dry?
Dry. The fusible backing that I purchased actually told me to use a wet like a damp t-shirt instead. So what I usually do is I usually put the t-shirt that I'm putting, for the quilt, I put the fusible backing on, and then I use like a damp t-shirt on top. So it actually is kind of getting the steam in that way. So I don't know if that's wrong, right, or indifferent, but that's what the instructions told me to do, and it's worked out quite nicely. So, but it avoids that potentially nasty brown stuff that comes through the steam vents if you're not careful. So there you go. All right, so Sherry says she likes cutting, piecing, but get bored of it and quilting it. Tasha says she's hired to cut all her fabric. Sherry says she got her steam press used. That's fun too. Yeah, I've been very happy with mine. It's I've had it now for a while, 7 or 8 years probably. Muriel says she sprays water on the fabric and puts a Teflon sheet over it. Okay, that's another option. I hadn't even thought of that. So yeah, there's all different sort of options that you can do with it. So I just followed what the fusible backing stuff, fusible interfacing, I think that's the technical name for it, told us to do. And I said it's worked quite well. Because you always look at the back of a white, I usually try and use a white t-shirt. And after a while, it kind of gets dirty and stuff, but then you always have new t-shirts coming in, like, yeah, because you use the front of it and the back of it you're not really using for anything. So when the old one gets dirty, or kind of gets messy, you just cut up a new one and use it. So there you go. Brenda says, I just told my daughter my favorite is to pull fabric from stash for a pattern with no intention of making it. Love the fabric play. Oh, that's fun too. Judy said, oh, that's all right. We already talked about that one. I'm going dopey today. Heather says she enjoys the process of quilting, then choosing the fabric to finish in the project. So she likes it all, along with Susan. She loves it all. Picking pattern, cutting is the least favorite, piecing and finishing. I do like binding, like you said, Sean, a sure sign you're finishing. Yeah, definitely think that, yeah, it's the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay.
Oh, I like doing binding. I can never finish it off the same way twice.
Oh, gotcha. N and J. All right. N and J. All right. So what is everybody else working on this weekend? I know some of you said already that you were working on cleaning up your sewing rooms, and I'm proud of each and every one of you for that, and I will not be joining you today.
Me either. I won't be cleaning mine until after Christmas. Well, maybe right before Christmas.
Mine doesn't actually, all kidding aside, mine's not terrible. There's an area to my left here that you never see that kind of catches everything, and that needs to get cleaned up, and that'll probably get done sooner rather than later. But other than that, I think I'm actually in halfway decent shape. So
No, I got piles of stuff everywhere.
You're not messy, you're just creatively organized. I had that on a t-shirt somewhere, and I just like, that's so true. So there you go. Let's see. Leanne says she needs to edit some YouTube videos. Yeah, you and me both. I'll get to around that at some point. Okay, let's see. So I'm trying to follow this pattern as well, so I don't have to pull out my very, very bestest friend again. So yeah, let's pull this question up here real quick. What was do you want to tell us a bit more about your very first quilt that you made? Or did we already talk about that? Was that the jean one, right? Yeah. Okay, so we already talked about that. Is there any techniques that you'd like to learn?
Oh yeah, there's tons. I don't even know half of the quilt stuff.
Right. So what would be ones then that you'd be most interested in learning first? Like I know I'm putting you on the spot here now, aren't I?
Yeah. I don't know. I like the older vintage quilt, so so probably something from a vintage quilt.
Okay.
I'd have to look, find out.
That'd be fun. I'd like to learn more in the art quilts and like maybe fabric painting.
Ooh, a collage quilt. That would be fun.
Collage quilt. Yeah, I've dabbled that a little bit. I made a Christmas stocking last year of Bandit, who was one of our little Darkson's face on there, but I'd like to do that in more detail in the future. When will that happen? Who knows? But that would be, yeah, something I would like to learn. I'd like to do more with curve piecing because that's something else that I struggle with. I know Tasha is really, really good at curve piecing and that sort of thing there. So maybe I should go talk to her and see if she can teach me how to do something a little better. But I find having templates for curve piecing makes a big difference for me too. So there we go. Naomi told me earlier one of the reasons she hasn't been in the live for a while because it's really early on the West Coast, and I understand that because it's just after 6 a.m. there now. So it's so good to have her here with us. Muriel says she needs to buy more clear totes for storage of my recently purchased fabric. Yeah, I think we all run through that problem once in a while.
Yeah, I've switched everything to smaller totes because I can't lift the bigger ones anymore. And they can get shoved a lot of different places where the big ones won't fit.
Right. Well, the other thing, I think the smaller ones are good too, because if you had the bigger ones, stuff can get buried too easily.
Yeah. And I've switched to all clear so I can see
what's in there. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, Y and Z. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Ellen says she loves collage quilts. Yeah, so that's kind of that. And then, here we go. Here's another good question I always love to ask everybody, is what motivated you to start a channel? Like what possessed you to say, hey, yeah, let's turn this camera on and start a channel? I mean, and you've done fantastically well. I think you have, what, 12,500 subscribers now?
something like that. My daughter.
Okay.
I didn't even know about YouTube, so I went on YouTube to kind of stalk her.
Right.
And when she was little, and then when I started doing the quilt, my brother's quilt, I started filming it to kind of remember how I did it or something. And then she's like, Mom, why don't you just start a YouTube channel?
Well, there you go.
And then I said, well, what would I call it? And she came up with the name, and that's what I did.
Very nice.
I had no idea what I was doing or anything.
I don't think any of us do. You just make it up as you go along.
Yeah. And I learned a lot making stuff because I had no idea what I was doing. I mean, my first bag I ever made was out of one of my grandmother's t-shirt. It was pitiful. Oh, Regina, yeah, I'm just top stitching my tote bag.
Yeah.
It's a gift bag for Christmas instead of the paper.
Yeah,
but
I keep
this
forgetting
one I may keep to carry Christmas Eve to the party.
Yeah, I forget we have to kind of tell folks. I always forget that, like, remind folks what we're working on, because people come in throughout the live, because we start early, and not everybody rolls out of bed at the beginning, which is fine. Like, I think it's I appreciate you whenever you show up, whether you're here at the very beginning, whether you come at the very end, whether you're watching a replay 3 days later or a month later. So yeah, I just got to try and be more mindful of that. So remember to tell everybody, hey, this is what we're working on. So
Well, thank you. I ran out of fabric that's cut. I have my panels done. They're long, but all right, let me see if I can go to a different camera.
Okay.
I have my panels, but now I got to cut to go in between.
Okay.
Because I'm making it panels, and I'll probably do a wider because my daughter's tall. So I'm just kind of building it from these 3 columns and then building it out so it's wide enough and then long enough. That's it.
No, that's gonna look good. It's got to look great when it's finished. I'm really looking forward to seeing how that all turns out.
Yeah. I have some kitty fabric I'm going to use because they like kitties, but it's a little busy, so I may cut it into smaller pieces.
There you go. All right. So we've got that.
In the background, this was my grandma's fabric. I love using her fabric for stuff. I don't think I'll ever use it all in my lifetime, but I'm going to give it the old college try.
Give it your best shot.
Yeah.
Good morning, Cindy. She says, good morning. I finally get to see her live. Well, we're so glad she can make it here with us for a little bit. Because I know, yeah, we talk about it a lot, but yeah, I am on super early, but it's the best time it works for me. And apparently there's a bunch of people that want to come and hang out with us every day. I did not know that this was going to be success, if this was going to be successful when I started, but it has been. I'm very, very fortunate, very, very happy, I guess. I'm not using my words well today. So grateful you've all supported me like this over the years. Good morning, Sharon Johnson. It's good to see you there as well. Amy, good morning. It's good to see you. She says, getting ready to go to the Saturday sampler at a local quilt shop. If you see Russ there, say hi to me for me, because I think you and him go to the same one, right? Because it is the third Saturday, so yeah, that's probably where he is. If you want more quilty goodness later on, you can always go check out Donnell at 10. I'm assuming she's live today. She hasn't told me she isn't, so pretty sure she is. And then Russ is usually live at 11, but I don't know if he does it on the third Saturday or not. And then Mom and Pop Quilt Shop later on at 1, and then Katie is usually live at 4:30. All sorts of stuff.
I have these kitten fabric, but I think it's a little too busy for that. Should I take and either cut it down and just make like a pieced border all the way around the outside? Because I have this fabric here.
We'll zoom in on you a little bit. I like that. I like the kitty cat fabric a lot.
Yeah, I should have just made an outside border, but I already chopped it up. So I thought about either cutting it in half and then making like half this and all the way around the outside, or I could do maybe one of those half square triangle fan things. I'm not sure.
I like it bigger, to be honest, because then you
Oh,
get
do
to
you?
see. I do, because I like to see, and I'd love to hear what everybody else thinks in the chat too. But I kind of like it because you get to see all the different kitties in one spot.
Yeah, so my original plan was to put the kitties and then one of these underneath, but maybe I could do less of this and just do it as a
border or something. Yeah, I like it as it is. I wouldn't chop that up.
No? Okay.
No, I mean, that's just my opinion, and I'd love to hear what everybody else comes up with, because if you ask 50 people, they got to give you 47 different answers. But no, I think you're better off leaving it as that bigger size, because I really like being able to see the whole design and not seeing it chopped up. But
all right, I'll put it on. I had the plan to put it on the outside, so I think that's what I'll do.
Yeah, that's just one sewing dude's opinion, though. So
no, I'll take it. So now I have something to sew too.
Oh, okay.
And I bought this last year to make her something, and I never got around to it.
That's all right. It happens.
All right. I think it was. Now I got to count and see how many will go.
Okay, we got this. Good morning, Jamie. It's good to see you. Nicole says she likes the bigger pieces too. Ingrid is here. I see she popped in. Amy says Russ apparently goes to the early version. Apparently they have a one at the crack of dawn. She says she doesn't go to that one. So maybe that's how he can go to that and still make his live at 11. That'd make more sense.
3.
Yeah, Russ is a good mate of mine. So there you go. Beauty of YouTube, something for everyone. Yes, okay. Regina says, I saw you replay it, the guy from Art East. I sent him an email, hope he replies. He's usually really good about replying to emails. If you ever thought about creating a quilt with Nutcracker characters, that'd be a lot of fun. I like that idea. He may already have something in the works. You never know if, he comes up with the best ideas. So he's probably due for it. I think he's due to release some new patterns soon. He normally does a release in the fall and a release in the spring with 3 new patterns. And I have no information on what's going on. Sometimes I get a little inside information at the beginning, but I have not heard anything yet. So don't try and talk me into any information. I've got nothing to give you. So there you go.
I got this black too I could sprinkle in instead of
Yeah,
just white.
that might be fun. I like those.
Two. I could
Yeah.
do those across the bottom. Oh, here's a green one. I'm not fond of green though.
Yeah, but if it's a Christmas quilt, then
Well, that's true.
you know it's green, white, gold, red. Yeah. And at the end of the day, as long as you think your daughter's going to like it, that's the main thing. It doesn't matter if we as the creator likes it. It's what the recipient's going to enjoy, because they're the ones that are going to enjoy it and use it and everything else. So
I think she will.
when
But I'm going to put a border or a in between this row and the big squares for sure.
Okay.
So I found 3 more of those.
Okay.
And I think now I can make my brother a bird quilt.
Oh, sounds good.
Well, they my little nephews, when my grandpa passed, or my dad, their grandpa, he saw a cardinal and he said, "Oh, grandpa came to visit."
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. Okay, so I think I have enough. And this might go on the bottom.
Yeah, Cindy also says keep the kitties as big as you can. Amy says she'd use the snowflake as a top accent and the kitty from the main part. Mary's also saying keep the, yeah, so it looks like everyone's saying keep the kittens bigger. So let's,
Oh, okay. I'll keep them at 10 inches then, because
yeah,
I cut them to match these things.
yeah. I'm usually someone that likes to cut things into smaller pieces too. But yeah, and that was one of the things, like, no, I think I'd rather keep that one big.
Yeah, because it was hard cutting off half the kitties. I felt bad.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just each one's different. It's not the same. It's not the same kitten over and over and over again. If that was the case, I'd say, yeah, go ahead and cut it smaller. But you know, the eye's got to sit there and try and look at all the different patterns.
But you can
yeah.
take me off a big.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I'm gonna have to talk to my technical director about that and make sure to do a better job next time.
I just happened to notice. Oh, thanks, Ingrid. Yeah, I've had the layer cakes. I bought them a few years ago, but I made a bunch of Christmas bowl cozies year 4 last out of them. But this is what's left. And then I found another one in because I pulled all the tubs out from underneath my bed. I've been finding all kinds of cool fabric. I didn't even know I had Christmas fabric.
I think we all go through that after, you'd be sewing for a while and then you find, oh my goodness, I didn't know I had this. I've had that problem. There was one fabric I found a few months ago, and I was like, I have no idea where it came from. I don't know if it was sent to me, if it was gifted to me, or I bought it and I don't remember it. I have no idea. So Amy says that Russ is a really good guy with a big heart. That would be a fantastic description of Russ. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Russ's. I got to hang out with him last year at QuiltCon. I'm hoping to be able to do it again next year in Raleigh. I mean, I plan on going. I'm pretty sure he is too.
Is he still on? I haven't seen his notification for his live.
Yeah, he's still alive and kicking. He puts out his podcast episode every Wednesday. And that's something else we might want to tell everybody too, is it looks like our friends at YouTube a couple of times a year seem to clear out our notifications. I think they try and clear out the spammers and the robots and all that sort of stuff there. And sometimes it knocks out our favorite, your notifications. So if you haven't seen notifications from your favorite content creators in a while, I encourage you to go into those channels, maybe unclick the notification bell and re-click it again, because you might not be getting them. So, and it sounds like that's probably the case for you there, Mona, because yeah, I mean, I got a notification from him on Wednesday saying that his latest podcast episode went up. So yeah, he's still publishing every week.
Oh, okay. I'm going to have to go back in because I haven't gotten anything.
Yeah. And I've noticed that too, where there's certain people I don't always get notifications from. So it's always good to go check that once every so often. All right, let's see. We're almost time to go. Time has flown. Oh, that's true. Yeah, Andy was asking if anyone's made a Hemingway pouch. It's on her list to make this weekend for a gift exchange. Leanne said she'd made one at a quilt club meeting this year, and then Melanie reminded us that So Becker and Ian, the Off-Kilter Crafter, both did the Hemingway bag on their channels recently. Yes, so you can always go check out those. Becker and Ian always do a wonderful job with their tutorials. When I grow up, I want to be like them.
They're fun together.
They are. They really are, and they're just like that like what you see on camera is just what they're like in person too. So if you ever get a chance to hang out with them in person, they're a lot of fun. So there you go. Gina says I did shop at a small business and it was last Saturday. Does it count? I think they were talking about the no buy November. I think so far I've done all right with that. Did I go to the quilt shop this month? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Don't think so.
I haven't been buying anything. The castle is out of room. It's
The
time to
castle.
start using this stuff.
Well, what helps me is I actually have to make an effort to go to the quilt shop because like the nearest one to me is like 20 minutes down the road, and then the one I normally go to is like 45 minutes away. So I have to make an effort to actually go.
I have one right down the street.
See, and that can be dangerous.
I don't go too often because she doesn't have anything priced, and I hate to go, how much is this? How much is this? How much is this?
That would drive me nuts.
It's like, at least put some signs.
Actually, I think the last time I went to the quilt shop was when I came back. Was at Halo Inspirations when I came back from the state fair, and that was early October. I got some Christmas fabric for a project you'll get to see next month.
Jamie says, no buy November.
Yeah,
I've been finding some cool fabric in my stash.
Susan says she's shopping a stash. Yeah, I like to shop my stash. Anytime I get a new project, I like to shop my stash where I can. That's where it helps me with my tiny piecing that I only need small amounts. So I generally have, for the most part, what I need here. Background fabric, I generally have to go and buy because I don't keep huge amounts of that on hand. But there we go. It's part of the dump thing itself.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, we can go ahead and put.
I'm not good at flying geese yet, so that's what I want to learn how to do. Flying geese better.
Are you good at half?
Trimming them that I have the trouble with.
Oh, you can get your hands on one of these things. Where is it? It's a flying geese trimmer. Oh, I dropped it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that helps you trim it. I mean, I think there's different sizes. This is 3.5 by 2. And that's from Fallon over at So Be It Quilts.
Yeah, I have a bunch of her square blocks.
Yeah, I have all those too.
I don't use them for squaring, but I use them for if I'm cutting up my stash to make small squares. I cut them up and keep them so that way if I want to just pull out something and start sewing, I can. I use them for that because they don't move and it's just much easier. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I use them for both. I think, yeah, if I had to think about it, I probably would use them more for cutting out that exact size too, come to think of it. So, all right, let's see. Oh, Ingrid is asking here, she's asking, do you find all the hype option helps with getting your videos out to more people? I've wondered about that. It's kind of hard to accurately determine if that's making a difference or not with the analytics. I short answer is I don't know. I would.
I don't either. I mean, sometimes a video will go crazy and it'll do good, and then other times you might get 100 views or 20 views. You just never know.
Yeah, but I think there's more to it. You know, to it as well. It might get out to more. It may get out to more viewers, but if the thumbnail is not right, if it's not interesting to a new viewer or something like that, they're not going to click on it. So I think
Right.
the hype probably helps. Sure, I think it does help in some way. How much, I don't know. But it's a good question. It's one I've wondered about myself, but I don't have a definitive answer, unfortunately. So there's our little dump truck section with the little bit of dirt on top. And then I think we will. Well, actually, it's 9:30, so I suppose we should start saying goodbye because I do need to run away in a minute. Good morning, Jen. She says better late than never. Good morning, all. Oh, I don't need to know that, Sheila. She says Sunshine Quilt Corner has 25% off all regular price yardage and other discounts. More on clearance fabric this weekend only. I'll be driving by there, but I won't have time to stop, unfortunately. Well, actually, it might be fortunately. So, they had, yeah, Sunshine Quilt Corner it's probably one of my closest quilt shops too. It's on the other side of the water. Nice little store. I've only been in there once or twice, but the people are fantastic. They have some really good fabrics in there as well. So I probably need to go up there and check them out again in the near future. So thank you for that reminder there. It's really good. Okay, so Mona, do you have anything going on your channel in the near future that you'd like to encourage viewers to go over and check out? Do you and then you go live on Fridays at what time? Is it 12, 1?
1 o'clock on
1
Friday.
o'clock. Okay, so right, yeah, that's okay. That's why I always catch you. That's when I catch you. That's my lunch hour. So that's cool.
Yeah, I've stopped Mondays until after Christmas, and I got rid of Wednesdays and Saturday and Sunday. I'm just gonna at the most twice a week. But I don't have anything going on right now. I'm making Christmas gifts, so when I go live, I'm making something for somebody for Christmas.
That's awesome. Oh, that's right. Leanne was saying here to check out Kate English for a flying geese tutorial.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah, she has a really good one. I found that I didn't do. That's the other thing I was going to tell you. Is I got really, really good at half square triangles before I even attempted flying geese, and I found that helped out immensely. So if you're good at half square triangles,
Yep,
flying
I can
geese,
do that.
yeah.
The sewing part is good. I just never know how much to trim off the bottom, or should I trim off the top? So I try and just trim off the bottom that's not even.
Yeah. I don't know. You figure it out. I mean, I figure at the end of the day you'll figure it out, and
Yeah. If not, I just make it work.
yeah, you make it work. Hey, I do that. That's me every day. So, there you go. All right. So yeah, Muriel says Donnell comes on at 10. So yeah, go grab some coffee, go grab a bagel or bowl of cereal, whatever you want. Go over and check out Donnell at 10. We'll throw her channel link in. Although I know a lot of you already know her. She's a good friend of mine as well. So go check her out. And then Russ at 11. And then Mom and Pop at 1 and Katie at 4:30. I think that's pretty much everybody. So
Zaza goes live at 7 p.m.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I might be back for that. Yes, and we'll have Zaza will be joining me at some point in December. I forget which day. I thought it'd be a lot of fun to have her on. So we've talked a little bit. We've secured a date. I forget what date it is, but it's on my calendar, and that's all that really matters. So But yeah, please go support my friends as well and see their lives. Go in and say hi. Tell them I sent you if you want, and that sort of thing there. But thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Not a problem. We'll have to do this again soon. If you haven't checked out Mona's channel, please do so. She's a lot of fun, and we will see you all next time. I'll be back tomorrow morning with my podcast. I've got a few cute little things to show you. I'm very excited to do that. So I hope you all have a great day. Happy sewing. If you haven't hit that like button on the way out, please do it as you exit. I hope you all have a great day, and we'll see you all next time. Bye,
Bye,
guys.
everyone.